friends, my name is Taylor and welcome back to my channel. It is that time again to choose my TBR, and today I'm going to be choosing my books for the month of March. So I'm going to be doing my TBR jar again, and I'm going to be picking 5 prompts and 5 books. And for the month of February, I read 4 books. I was not able to get to the 5th and final book for February, so that is back on my cart, and that was Powerless. So I'm hoping to pull that book again this month because I really want to read it. All right, so here we go for prompt number 1. Okay, this says oldest book in the cart. Okay, ooh, oldest book in the cart. Well, that's not Powerless. Okay, I have had Defy the Night for quite a while. I have had Changeling for quite a while. Maybe Dreams Lie Beneath. Okay, so this is at least one of my oldest books, and that is Defy the Night by Brigid Kimmerer. This is a young adult fantasy, and it has been on my cart for quite some time. So the back cover says, in the wilds of Kandala, apothecary apprentice Tessa Cade has watched people suffer from a mysterious sickness for too long, all while the only cure, Moonflower Elixir, is saved for the wealthy. So every night she defies the royal edicts and sneaks out, stealing moonflower petals and leaving the elixir for those in need. In the palace of Kandala, Prince Korik serves as the king's justice, meting out vicious punishments to agitators and outlaws. Korik must strike fear into the heart of his kingdom. With a shortage of elixir and threats of rebellion looming, the king's grip on power is tenuous at best, but Korik knows his brother is the kingdom's best hope for survival. When an act of unspeakable cruelty brings Tessa and Korik face to face, the outlaw and the royal are confronted with an impossible choice and a surprising spark. Will they follow their instincts to destroy each other, or will they save the kingdom together and let that spark ignite? So this is young adult fantasy with some romance. And I've had this book for, I think, almost a year, and I haven't even read it. And this is the first in a trilogy of 3 books. So it's about time that I've read it. All right, here we go for prompt number 2. This says rabbit or woodland creature uncover. I did put some new ones for spring. Oops, there you go. Okay, so, I don't know if I have a rabbit per se. Okay, so these have a ton of woodland creatures, right? This is the 3rd book in the Shitty Hollow series. I can't even touch the 4th one because I have not read the 3rd one. Nope. What's this one? None of those do. No, that's not a woodland creature. Okay, I do have Redwall. This is the 3rd book in the series, Matameo, and those do have some woodland creatures on that one. And then let me check my library haul. Oh no, before I get to my library haul, here's my classics. And they're always impossible to get out. Okay, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. I do have that one. Woodland creatures. I have one with a cat on it. That's not really considered a woodland creature, to be honest, because it's domesticated. So I have 3 choices. I have Mirror Lake, The Wind in the Willows, and Redwall. Okay, so I have decided I'm going to go with Matameo, the 3rd book in the Redwall series. This is a middle grade fantasy, and we are following the son of the hero in the 1st book, Matthias, and his son is named Matameo, and it says on the back cover, Slagar the Fox is determined to vanquish peaceable Redwall. I cannot talk today. Gathering his mercenary band of rats, stoats, and weasels, he advances upon the abbey with a cunning scheme. Rather than making courageous battle plans, he will steal the children of Redwall from under their parents' very noses, and his prize captive will be Matameo, the headstrong young son of Matthias, the fearless mouse warrior. So that is the 3rd book in the series. Okay, on to prompt number 3. All right, this says a book by an author you've never read. I gotta sit here and think about this for a second. Okay. Oh, this would be perfect for, well, I have several choices. So I could do Powerless, I could do Hotel Magnifique, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which I really want to read that one. Serafina, The Kiss of Deception. Everybody else I've read. Harry Potter I've read. Bookish and the Beast, Authentically Izzy. So I have actually a ton of choices. Enola Holmes and the Black Barouche. The Thursday Murder Club. The Lady Brewer of London. On the Edge of the Sea of Darkness. Sorry, On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. That's a mouthful. The English Wife. And The Siren of Sussex. Okay, so I have quite a few choices, but I'm going to go with Powerless because I really wanted to read this one this month and I didn't get to it. So Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is a young adult fantasy romance. On to prompt number 4. Well, sorry, I just dropped that. I'm just going to pick another one randomly. Okay, here we go. Mushroom or gnome on the cover. Okay, that solves that problem because I really want to read this one. Like, I'm not even going to try to look at anything else. Okay, so this is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is a cozy fantasy, and I'm just going to read the sleeve here. Okay, Cambridge professor Emily Wilde is good at many things. She is the foremost expert on fairies. She is a genius scholar and a meticulous researcher who is writing the world's first encyclopedia of fairy lore. But Emily Wilde is not good at people. She can never make small talk at a party or even get invited to one. And she prefers the company of her books, her dog, Shadow, and the fair folk to other people. So when she arrives in the hard-scrabble village of, oh dear, I think this is a Finnish town and I cannot pronounce it, Hrafnsvik, Emily has no intention of befriending the gruff townsfolk, nor does she care to spend time with another new arrival, her dashing and insufferably handsome academic rival, Wendell Bambley, who manages to charm the townsfolk, muddle Emily's research, and utterly confound and frustrate her. But as Emily gets closer and closer to uncovering the secrets of the hidden ones, the most elusive of all fairies, lurking in the shadowy forest outside the town, she also finds herself on the trail of another mystery. Who is Wendell Bambley, and what does he really want? To find the answer, she'll have to unlock the greatest mystery of all, her own heart. So yes, I have been excited to read this one for quite a while, and I'm going to do it this month. And for my final and 5th prompt, here we go. All right, this one says a fairy tale retelling, okay? Okay, so I actually do have a couple of choices. Man, this is a chock full fantasy month. I actually don't have any other genre. Ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. So I'm a big fantasy fan. That's like my favorite genre, but you can get too much of a good thing. And sometimes I have to have something else. We're just gonna have to see. I don't know. I think I'll be fine, but I don't know. Okay. A fairy tale retelling, that's obviously a fantasy. So on the top of my head, okay, I have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, and this is from my library pile. I have Fortress of Snow by Melanie Dickerson. This one is a Snow Queen retelling. I think I want to go with this one. So this says, Maisalina of Wexcombe has always dreamed of traveling with her father to lands beyond the confining walls of their castle, but his sudden death deprives her of the future she imagined. Abandoned by her eldest brother, Maisie is soon forced to seek help from her beloved brother, Sir John, at the great estate of Strockley. It is the day of not being able to pronounce words. Her visit leads to a friendship with the dashing and noble Sir Berenger of Derricot. He has notions of rescuing a damsel in distress, but Maisie is brave enough to defend herself and has proven that her skills in archery and knife-throwing rival that of a knight's. So when he is called away to Prussian lands, Sir Berenger looks to distinguish himself in battle. When Sir Berenger returns, he and Maisie meet again on the streets of London, where she is making a living selling goods in the market. Meanwhile, he has been summoned by the king to receive a reward for his service. But the recognition comes with a price. He must marry a wealthy, titled widow to please the king. But when Maisie begins to suspect treachery, she embarks on a journey to the Fortress of Snow to warn the brave knight and secure her own fairy tale ending. This is the 4th novel in the Derricot universe and is a reimagining of the Snow Queen tale. So this is Fortress of Snow by Melanie Dickerson, and this is a young adult fantasy. Okay, so here are my final choices, and like I said a while ago, I have 5 fantasies here. Fantasy is my favorite genre, but like I said, I also need some like diversity. So it's going to be interesting if I will stick to this list. I hope I will. I mean, this is a great list. But we have fantasy, 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 fantasy. So, we'll see. We'll see. I think I'll be fine. So yes, those are my choices and my picks for the month of March. I'm pretty excited. I picked some really good ones here. So yeah, I'm officially out of my reading slump, so I'm very excited to continue my reading journey and to tell you all about the books I read in the month of February, so please stay tuned for that one. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.